What up, side friends? It's Mitty Man coming at you from Walker's Music with yet another word for today. We're going to do a test here with my other laptop. I'm coming from the new Windows Movie Maker. I'm not very well equipped with this one. I'm not too familiar with the new version of it in Windows 7. So y'all bear with this video. It may not be like you expected, but I'm going to nevertheless try it anyway. I got to work with it in order to learn it. I want to give a shout out to the YouTube fam. Baby Justice, all the way up to Big Papa JT, where's Mama JT? Y'all know the routine. We love you. Ain't too much you can do about it, trying to adjust this camera. But at any rate, also to the End Time Harvest Gang, Brother LA, King of Knowledge, Brother Michael McCray, Brother PP Drawing, Brother Hottie Cliff, Brother JT, Papa JT, Willie Brother Orange Flavor, Sister Hot Yoga, and our friend Kate. We just want to give y'all your accolades. Also, just count the privilege and an honor. Today, I want to talk about we have to wait on our time. Yeah, friend, we have to wait on our time. In our natural world, in our natural environment, we got seasons. What we are accustomed to is 4 seasons. We are accustomed to summer, spring, winter, and fall. But with God, God has another season that we seem to forget about sometimes. That season is called due season. In other words, due season. That's something that a lot of people don't understand. And matter of fact, when you do understand it, sometimes it can get a little bit weary on you, especially to those that are impatient and don't want to wait on God. But nothing happens until that due season. Your due season comes, it might be this instant, or it might be next week, or it could be next year. But believe you me, when it's your due season, nobody can stop it. So this is how come I say tell people, read the book of, go to the book of Ecclesiastes, you tell you, there's a time for everything. As a matter of fact, let's go there. I hope I can use this video. In other words, it says, if you go to Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, and the 10th verse, will tell you plain. I mean the very first, 3rd chapter, and start at the very first verse. It says, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. In other words, there's a time for all things. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted. That's the harvest. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to keep and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rend and a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. What profit had he that worketh in the way that way he labored? I have seen the travail which God had given to the sons of men to be exercised in it. He had made everything beautiful in his time. Also he had set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. I know that there is no good in them, but for a man to rejoice and to do good in his life. And also that every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of all his labor. It is the gift of God. Let's stop right there. You see that, people? Let's read that verse again, the 13th verse. Listen at it very close. Also that every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of all his labor. It is the gift of God. See, people, it's a gift of God for me to enjoy all of my labor. That's what it says right there. Eat and drink and enjoy the good of all his labor. Why some people don't want you to enjoy it? They feel that you're supposed to just Everything is about them. I don't understand that's not scriptural. That's not biblical. But we see here that there's, in other words, one of the things that I love, a time to talk and a time to keep your mouth shut. Now that's one we all can deal with right there. We all can relate to that one. But it's just telling the people that with God, there's a due season. You don't have to worry about it. Stop worrying about what other folks are doing and about what other folks are getting and about what, whatever it might be. We need to just stop lingering on that and wait on God and wait for your time. Your time will come, but you just got to maintain. There is a fifth season with God, and it's called due season. Nothing's going to happen before time. God has made everything beautiful in His time. A butterfly don't start out a butterfly; it start out a worm, caterpillar. But when he goes through that metamorphosis, he began to be and then he goes in a cocoon stage. In other words, in that cocoon stage, that's where he's working things out. It's the time when nobody's noticing you. That's when God is working on you, getting ready for you to make a beautiful thing, and everything is beautiful in His own time. With that being said, this little man saying, people, we done made it to the weekend. You know what this weekend is going to curtail. Everything's going to come to a close. Christmas season is upon us. Remember, the life you save, make it your very own. You're going to drink, don't drive. You're going to drive, don't drink. I can't say that enough because we don't want anyone to have misfortune out there this weekend. Do things sensible. Have some sense with what you do. Don't go, girl. Don't get crazy. Remember, whatever you do, whatever you get into, if God is not in it, it's best that you come out of it. It's Millie Man saying peace and goodbye.